Okay, let me record the session. So yesterday class, we discussed a lot of things. We started with indentation. Yeah, good morning. Good morning. So yesterday we started with the indentation. Python indentation is mandatory. In other programming languages, indentation is not a matter. But in Python, compulsory for the code blocks, indentation needed. So that is the why reason we need to understand how the indentation will be and how we can able to work with the indentation kind of concepts. So let us try to take a new folder for today class. This will be something like 29 by 10. Yeah. So here I am creating the notes. So let me write down. So indentation is basically, yesterday we discussed about indentation. Okay, so indentation is basically code block, and indentation follows some rules and regulations. Indentation is one space at least, one space at least per code block, one space at least per code block. At the same time, one more point, remaining lines of the code, remaining lines of the code in the block should follow the first line column space, first line column space. So whatever the column space for first line which is going to be allocated, the remaining lines also need to be follow same column and space. For example, for the first line in the block, you are taking one space. Remaining all the lines of the code, you have to take only one space. For the first line, you are taking two spaces. Remaining code block, you have to take two spaces. In that way, you have to remember the indentation. So let me try to open Jupyter Notebook Cloud. Okay, so I'm trying to opening the collab notebooks. So collaboratory. Opening the collaboratory. So I am creating the new notebook. So yesterday we done with the indentation. I'm trying to going with indentation only. So try to go with the indentation only. I already prepared the indentation yesterday. Okay, so indentation yesterday we discussed with only conditions. So how to work with the indentation conditions. So this is about conditions. Yesterday we discussed about conditions. Conditions in conditions, how indentation is working. And this is a if condition. This is only if condition. So we discuss about conditions later, but for indentation concept, I am trying to working with the multiple concepts. And this is the if else code block. This is the if else code block. Yes, right. So these are the different kind of conditions where you can work with the indentation fine. Let me go with the next one. So indentation also follows, indentation need to followed by indentation need to followed by loops. So today we will see about the loops, how loops are going to be working. So let me write a small loop. Let me try to take a numbers here. So numbers, I'm taking a few numbers here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm taking numbers here. Okay, I want to loop these numbers one by one. I want to iterate this loop one by one. So for example, for number in numbers. So this is a basically loop, colon, print all the numbers, print n. Okay, so see the output of this. When I execute this, n value is a number. So n is going to be 1 first. Immediately, loop is going to be iterating n plus plus. It is going for 2. Plus plus, it will go for 3. Plus plus, it will go for 4. Plus plus, it will go for 5. It means this list, this is actually called list. This is actually called list. Okay, so I'm taking the list now. So I'm taking the list now. So sorry. This is nums, not numbers, nums. So our array name is basically nums, right? Our list name is basically nums, right? So num in nums. Okay, print num. Print num. Not n, print nums. Print num. Okay, can you see the output now? What is the output now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how this is going to be happening? How this is going to be happening? Try to understand. So whenever loop gets started, num in numbers. Num is available in numbers. It will print. Next, again another number. Loop is iterating. Number less than or equal to 0. Sorry, less than or equal to num dot length, and it will go for 2. It will go for 3. It will go for 4. It will go for 5. So after the 5, there is no number available. After 5, there is no number available. So this is called index 0. This is called index 1. This is called index 2. This is called index 3. And this is called index 4. Always a list follow index. List follow index. Even tuple also follow index. Index starts with 0. Index starts with 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. So each and every value I want to print in the particular list. Okay, so in this way, you can able to iterate the particular nums. Nums is a collection. In that collection, we will be having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we are trying to iterating each and every value using by the for loop. For loop is having block. For loop is having block. This is the block. Whenever you give the colon, indentation started. Whenever you give the colon, indentation started. So in that way, you are trying to working with the loops. So indentation executing with conditions, or indentation need to follow with the conditions, at the same time indentation need to follow with the loops also. Everybody clear about this? Everybody clear about this? How indentation is working with conditions, how indentation is working with the loops. Daivashala, Manogna, Yashasvi, Ravikumar. Let us try to go with the indentation with functions. Indentation for definitions, defs, or functions. Defs are functions. So some other programming language, it is actually called a function. In Python, it is actually called definition. Okay, indentation for defs and functions. How indentation is going to be working for the definitions. For example, I want to define a small definition, def hello. Def hello. Okay, so for example, print hello Python. I'm just trying to print something hello Python. So whenever you are defining a function, you need to call the function. Without calling the function, you cannot able to execute something. So I'm writing a simple function. I'm declaring a simple function. This is something like a function declaration or definition declaration. This is the definition declaration. This is the definition calling process. Definition declaration, and this is the definition calling process. Definition calling process. Definition declaration, definition calling process. So for define the definition, any definition name is your wish. So I'm just defining the definition name is just like hello. And here I'm trying to calling the function. Whenever I'm calling the function, automatically you can see the output as hello Python. Hello Python is the function. Hello Python is the block of the code. For example, one more print I'm trying to taking. So this is my small function. This is my small function. So whenever I'm trying to writing something like this, and this is something like this is my small function. This is my small function. Hello Python, then this is my small function. Both are available. Both are available. Okay, so let us try to work with the one more program. And this program, which is going to be available with the loop at the same time condition. Loop at the same time condition. Okay, so again, indentation for loop with condition. So combination of loop and condition. Combination of loop and condition. Okay, for example, now, so I want to check the num in range of 10. Num in range of 10. So for example, print num. Let's see what is output of this. Okay, 5. Okay, num is already there. Num 1 I am taking. Num is the previous one. Num 1 I am taking. Okay, num 1 is not defined. Okay, loop with conditions. Okay, name is not defined. Sorry for this. Okay, loop with condition. I'm trying to defining some something like what I can say, something like numbers. Okay, numbers is equal to, I'm trying to taking the multiple numbers, 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6 comma 6 comma 7 comma 8 comma 9 comma 10. I'm taking the multiple numbers here. Okay, for example, execute all the numbers here first. Execute all the numbers. Okay, 10 numbers are there in the list. 10 numbers are there in the list. So now what my requirement is, I want to work with the loop with condition. Whenever you want to work with the loop with condition, what I want to do is, first of all, I want to loop the numbers. Loop the numbers for number, number, number in numbers. Number in numbers. Number in numbers. Okay, colon, print number. Print number. Okay. So I want to print each and every number from the numbers. Okay. This is okay, fine. But my requirement is simply check the even number, odd number. If it is even number, then only print. Otherwise, don't print the number. So just switch off this one. Check the condition. Check the condition. If number percentile 2 double equal to 0, then print. See, understand the thing. This is actually called a nested indentation, nested blocks. So then even. Otherwise, else block. Else block. Sorry, else block. Print pass. Sorry, odd number. So which is the even, which is the odd? If number in numbers, so each and every number is going to be coming. But if number percentile 2 is equal to 0, that is the even number. Whenever the number which is going to be divisible by the 0 and it is not, sorry, it is giving the remainder as 0, then automatically that is the even number, otherwise it is odd number. So for example, I want to see which is the even number, which is the odd number. Everything is odd number. Okay, what is the problem? Something is going to be missing. Print, sorry, this is the number. Number percentile to 0. Okay, so whenever it is even, it is actually printing as even. Whenever it is odd, it is printing as odd. Getting my point? How we can able to check the even number or odd number? How we are going to be working with the even number or odd number? Getting my point? So you can say something like number plus is here also number plus is odd. Can I say like this? Can I say like this? Oh, okay. Sorry. Problem is, I just want to convert this into the string. I need to convert this into the string. Otherwise, you cannot able to concatenate, right? Otherwise, you cannot able to concatenate. This is a conversion needed. So string conversion. Your number is going to be converting into the string. So 1 is odd, 2 is even, 3 is odd, 4 is even, 5 is odd, 6 is even, 7 is odd, 8 is even, 9 is odd, 10 is even. See, something like this. This is something like indentation. So for the first for loop, one indentation is working. For the if condition, one indentation is working. So just remove this. Can you please observe how the indentation is following here? Whenever the loop started, one indentation already started. Some space already taken. Again, indentation started. Second indentation started with the if block, and again other space is taking. Other space is taking. That space need to be equal. That space need to be equal for the condition block, and this space need to be equal for the loop block. But after the loop, I need to come out from the indentation. Whenever you want to come out from the indentation, you need to start from the beginning. For example, I want to print a normal print. I want to print. So my loop is over. So my loop is over. So something like I want to write something after the loop execution. My loop is over. I want to say this one. After doing this one, I want to say something like my loop is over. So when I say something like this, my loop is over. So yeah, after your loop is over now. Whenever the loop got completed, my loop is over. It is actually saying that my loop is over. Am I clear? Am I clear, guys? Am I clear this? Am I clear, guys? How this is working? How this is working? Loop with condition. We'll write a one more program, loop with condition with the strings data. We write a one more program loops with condition with a one more program. So let me go. So let's say fruits. I'm defining some fruits here. So let me defining some fruits here. Apple and apple, comma, orange, comma, grapes, comma, mangoes, mangoes, comma, mm, what do you say? Bananas. Okay, I'm having some fruits here. So we have some apples, we have some oranges, we have some grapes, we have some mangoes, we have some bananas. For example, I want to print fruit for line for loop actually for fruit in fruits for fruit in fruits. Example. Okay, print each and every fruit now. FRUIT. Print each and every fruit now. Okay, I can able to print each and every fruit now. I can able to print each and every fruit now. So what my requirement is whenever a fruit name starts with A or whenever a fruit name contains with A, whenever a fruit name contains with A, I want to pick up that. I want to pick up that. Okay. So how to write that particular condition? A small a, okay, let me go with a small a. Whenever you find a small a in the fruit name, I want to pick up that fruit. I don't want to pick up the remaining fruits. Okay, so tell me how to do that. Tell me the condition. Anybody, please tell me the condition in the messenger chart here. Tell me the condition in the chart here. My requirement is, my requirement is very, very simple. Daivashala Manogna SSV Ravikumar. My requirement is very simple. Whenever you are finding the small a like this, I need to pick up that particular fruit name. Otherwise, I don't want to pick up the remaining fruit name. So for this apple, I don't have the small a, but only I want to pick up only these four fruits. How to pick up only these four fruits? How to pick up only these four fruits? Anybody? Normally, you can say how to filter these values. How to filter these values by the condition. We have to say one condition. What is the condition? What is the condition needed here? Previous program, we are checking like a even order. For even, we are checking like a percentile 2 is equal to 0, then that is a even. Otherwise, it is a odd number. But here, the process is, I want to pick up the fruit which contains A. Then tell me the condition, how to write the condition. How to write condition. Nobody is giving reply. Devashala, Manogna, Yashasvi, Ravi Kumar. Okay, fine. So let me try. I am trying now. I am trying now with condition. So if A in fruit, this is the condition. Print fruit. Can I say like this? Else print not listed, not available in list of your requirement. So yesterday we discussed one operator called in operator. People got remembered yesterday class, Devashala Manogna SSV, Ravi Kumar. Yesterday class, we discussed one operator called in operator. In operator is something like a availability operator. Availability operator. Special operator called availability operator. So A is the character which is available in the fruit or not, I am checking. If it is available, print the fruit. Otherwise, not available. A is not available. Otherwise, you can say like A is not available. A is not available in the list of requirement. Okay, so let me go. What is happening, guys? What is happening, guys? Otherwise, okay, I don't want to print the else block. So please remove the else block. Only condition I'm checking. If something is going to be there, just print it. Otherwise, not required. Okay, what are the fruits I'm trying to printing now? What is the output now? Guess the just tell me the output. My output is correct or not? My output is correct or not? My output is correct or not? What is my requirement here? What is my requirement here? Whenever you find a small a, please pick up the value. Whenever you find a small a, you pick up the value. Okay, so whenever I found a small e, I want to pick up the fruits. Now, what is the output of this? Forgot about the last output. What is the output of this? At least you can say the answer. At least you can say the answer. What is the output you can guess? Small e contained fruits. Which fruit contains small e character? Daivashala, Yashasvi. Which fruit contain small e? Devashala, are you there? My voice is coming for you? Okay, it's fine. So let's execute this. If I execute this, I can able to see the answer. Apple, oranges, grapes. Why? Because of small e. Small e is the letter which is available here, and which is available here, and which is available in grapes also. And mangoes, I don't find a small e, and no small e which is available here. Okay, am I right? Am I right? Okay, fine. So that is the output of this. So in this way, you can able to find out the indentation. You can able to work out with the indentation. I want to check with the capital A. Whenever I can get the capital A, I can able to see the output as capital A, Apple. So fine. This is the way of working with the indentation. So the concept is indentation today, and tomorrow onwards we will discuss about different ones. Strings we will discuss, list operations we will discuss, tuple operations we will discuss, and after that set operations we will discuss, and dictionary operations we will discuss. After that, loops and conditions we will discuss. And after that, filter we will discuss, filter method, and map method we will discuss, and JSON method we will discuss, and lot of basic things we have to discuss with the Python. So let us try to working with the things. Okay. So let me try to go with these things tomorrow onwards. Okay, please do practice well. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow.